What's up guys, welcome to uWIN. My name is Paul Rosari and today we are going to be comparing the Dualshock 3 and Dualshock 4 controllers a little bit more in depth. If you guys haven't seen the Dualshock 4 unboxing video we uploaded a while back, feel free to do so. Now let's start this comparison off. So on the left we have a beat up Dualshock 3 controller, and on our right we have the Dualshock 4 controller. Just by looking at them you can see the Dualshock 4 is a lot bigger than the Dualshock 3. And another notable change, like you can see real quickly, is this touchpad, like right here. And let's put the Dualshock 3 back over here. The touchpad is actually clickable, and it was introduced in the Dualshock 4 for, I guess it's for PS Vita purposes. And I guess for games such as Killzone and Shadowfall, this touchpad will serve as an command ordering, which you could just like slide your finger upwards and sideways and whatever, and you could like command things. From the touchpad, another difference you can see are the analog sticks. The Dualshock 3 did not have this little design in the border, which you can see right here. Dualshock 3 is just simple. I guess your fingers used to slide off for some people, while on the Dualshock 4 your fingers would just like stay in place. So I guess that's like a little bit of a upgrade, I guess. In the Dualshock 3 controller, these analogs, you could like pull them out. Let's focus on this camera real quick. You could pull out the analog, and sometimes you get like this, and that way you would know that the analogs are pulled out. However, on the Dualshock 4 you cannot pull them out at all. I'm trying as much as I can. I can't pull them out. I guess that makes for like a sturdier controller and a lot stronger, a lot sturdier. It looks a lot better that way anyways. Now moving on to the D-pad, the PlayStation 4's controllers, the Dualshock 4 controller's D-pad, it has a different design compared to the Dualshock 3. As you can see right there, the buttons are a little bit different. You can put your thumb right here in the middle, and from there you can like select whatever you're gonna do. However, on the Dualshock 3 controller, you can see that that's not the case. So the Dualshock 4 has a little bit of a new design for the D-pad, which actually looks kind of good. And as you can see, the face buttons, the triangle, circle, X, and square, are pretty much the same on both controllers. Of course, the Dualshock 4 controllers is brand new, so they're gonna look a lot better in this video, but they're basically the same buttons, so that has not changed at all. In the Dualshock 4 controller, you see that this is the PlayStation Home button. This would be your menu button actually, and then up here you have your audio. In-game audio is going to be transmitted from here, like with the Wii controller, the Wii remote, I believe, which you would have like special features in-game which would make sounds from this area right here. So that's actually pretty good. And down here you're going to have your headset jack, and I don't remember what this is. I think this is also for the headset, I'm not sure. But you also have the option to hear all the in-game audio through the controller and through the headset jack. So that's actually a pretty good feature. Now, another difference between these controllers are the L1 and R1 buttons on both of these controllers. Dualshock 4 is up top. As you can see, the L1 and R1 on the Dualshock 3 are like rectangular. However, on the Dualshock 4, they are like semicircles, as you can see right there. That's not pretty much of a big change. That's not the big change we're looking at the shoulder buttons right now. The big change is actually, this is the Dualshock 3 controller right here. And you can see that the shoulder buttons, L2 and R2, are slightly bent down. And when you would place your controller down sometimes after, whatever, watching a movie or whatever, and you put them down, they would actually press because they are touching when you place them down. However, the Dualshock 4 controller, the shoulder buttons are like tilted upwards and bent down, and your finger is going to like fall into place right there. This actually works for shooters now. You can press L2 to aim and R2 to shoot, and that's a lot more comfortable. It's a little bit more like the Xbox 360, and it's a lot more comfortable than what it used to be for the Dualshock 3, which made us have to use L1 and R1 to shoot and aim. So, moving on with the Dualshock 4 controller, another big difference which you will see is the light bar. This light bar is going to be used with the PlayStation camera, and it's going to change color depending on your game. If you have, let's say, Killzone, I believe it turns red or something like that. I'm not really positive because I have not played a game with the Dualshock 4 controller yet. Well, I haven't played a PlayStation 4 game actually, but it does change color depending on whatever game it is you're playing and whatever, I guess the battery stat is. And another final change they have made is that with the DualShock 3 controller, you had a USB port right here to charge your controller. However, they changed that port. You cannot use the USB cable that you have with the PlayStation 3 or DualShock 3 controller to charge the DualShock 4. The DualShock 4 controller's USB port is a micro USB. So if you want to use this controller with the PlayStation 3 game, you're going to have to get a micro USB cable. If you do not have one, they don't really cost that much. They're kind of cheap. But if you do not have one, you either wait for the PlayStation 4 and use the cable it brings along, or purchase one to be able to play those PlayStation 3 games. Now there is a list of PlayStation 3 games that are not compatible with the DualShock 4 controller. Those that are not compatible are Ace Combat Assault Horizon, FIFA 14, Gran Turismo 5, Grand Theft Auto 5, Jak and Daxter HD Collection, Max Payne 3, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Resistance 3, Saints Row the 3rd, and Saints Row 4. Of course, there might be some other games that are not compatible, but those are the ones that have been tested and confirmed by some sites so far. Now, there are a list of some games that do work with the DualShock 4, so if you have any of these games, you could test out the DualShock 4 with these games. These games include Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Origins, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Bioshock, Bioshock Infinite, Borderlands 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops and Black Ops 2, Castle Crashers, Dark Souls, Dead Space, Demon Souls, Diablo 3, Doom 3, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, Far Cry 2, Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon, Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 13-2, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Grand Theft Auto 4, Hotline Miami, Infamous and Infamous 2, Killzone 3, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD, Little Big Planet 2, Mass Effect 3, Metro Last Light, MLB 13 The Show, Motorstorm, Pacific Rift, and Apocalypse, NCAA Football 14, Need for Speed Carbon, NHL 14, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, Portal 2, Prototype, PS1 games, Ratchet & Clank, the HD Collection, Red Dead Redemption, Persona 4 Arena, Resident Evil 4 HD, Resident Evil Revelations, Resistance 2, Skylanders Giant, Skyrim, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, Sniper Elite, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Super Stardust HD, The Last of Us, Tomb Raider, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, Wipeout HD, XCOM, Enemy Unknown, and Zone of the Enders HD. That's a mouthful. That's it for this little comparison video. For more info on the PS4 or any other gaming news, keep it tuned to uWIN by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter, or subscribing. Until next time, uWIN.